Okay. There it is. Okay. So I'm talking with Alexis Parent, who goes to the Woodstock Academy, and she is a senior. And I was just interested in finding more out about what it's like to be a senior in a senior year that is like no other senior year. So, Alexis, thanks for talking with me. And so tell me about being the senior when you're not in school anymore.
It's kind of difficult because like a lot has changed and there's also like a lot of what ifs like going on. So a lot of us are trying to deal with, graduating and figuring out how to do like e-learning and whatnot. And, a lot of us at the beginning of e-learning, we're trying to figure out, is this gonna continue? Are we gonna come back? Because of the schools being very iffy, saying we should be coming back by this day, and then it got changed. And so a lot of us were trying to have hope through this, of whether we were going to have events and try to figuring out, and we would have meetings with like the higher ups and whatnot. So it's been kind of difficult trying to see what is in stock for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So now has the decision been made that you're not going back physically going back to school? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So the decision was made by, and we got like a notification saying that since we're not coming back, like they are working on different plans to help the seniors for the end of the year.
So when you think of senior year and all a lot of the fun activities happen like this time of year in the spring, are
Mhm.
there ones that you're especially sad that you're not getting to do?
Yes, yeah, very much.
So what especially are you missing?
Um, well, I'm gonna miss or I'm sad that, like we're not gonna have like a normal like regular graduation, like getting to sit outside, walk across the stage, see all my friends graduate. Um, we're not. I don't think we're having a pink house anymore. So, having that, like seeing the seniors all walk down to the pink house and whatnot, and we're not having that. So like that's kind of disappointing. I was actually really looking forward to that. Also not having a class trip or project graduation to look forward to anymore. So, it's kind of difficult. Or a prom.
Yeah, all those things. That's a lot. I mean, that was just a lot that you said.
Yeah.
I know. I remember when my kids were at the academy and going to the pink house, and then there was like refreshments, and like you got your yearbooks, and it was it's a like a time to get your yearbook signed and like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really hard to miss that. And then, do you know where the class trip was going to be?
Um, I remembered like one of our advisors talking about it, but I don't remember exactly. I think it was supposed to be like at one of those like parks where like they have zip lining and whatnot and all the like this fun stuff. So
Yeah. So it's a lot of time. I mean, a lot of time with friends that you're missing.
exactly. So, and I know like a lot of us are having trouble because like, you know, they told us that we were going to start like our practice e-learning day on a certain day, but then we got an announcement in school like that they had to change the practice e-learning day to the next day. And I was like, at that moment I knew like they couldn't promise like a full week of school the following week. So I was like, this is our last day of senior year, and at that point we were already at the end of the day. So it's like it wasn't enough for me. It wasn't enough time to enjoy like the last couple hours or what we had, like walking in the hallways, saying hi to our friends. Now we just talk on like FaceTime or Zoom or whatever.
Hmm. Which is nice that you have that, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I know it all seemed to happen really fast. I know, there was that week in March when it was like all these decisions were being made really quickly
Mm-hmm.
about shutting things down. Yeah, so there wasn't really any warning that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And senior prom, had you been thinking about like a dress or anything?
Actually, funny story. My mom and I went ahead of time to start looking, and we and my mom's like, oh, I think we're really early, and the guy was like, no, you're not really early, like already people are already looking for their dresses and whatnot, like this is a good time. So that same day we picked picked my dress. So the trinket where we went, once you put your like deposit down or whatnot, like they can't like really return it, get it, like you can't return it and stuff. So once you buy it, like you own that dress. So kind of sucks now because we're not having a prom, and I already have my dress.
Oh,
And a lot of other seniors are in the same boat.
I'm sure. I'm sure they are. So what color is the dress? Just tell me about the dress.
Um, it's like a bluish teal color.
Nice.
So it's very pretty. It's very simple. It has pockets, so I was really looking forward to like, not having to hold my phone, can just put it in my pocket and like keep it right next to me and whatnot. So
Yeah, dress with pockets, absolutely the best. Yeah. So now you've got this beautiful, so you're like literally dressed up with no place to go.
yeah. I know some of my friends are probably gonna like try to host something like with a couple friends or whatnot. Like I know my mom suggested, decorating the backyard and having a couple friends over when we can start like not having social distance anymore, and have like a couple people over, order food and whatnot. So something close to what we were gonna have.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel badly because these are all things that people remember either because they love them or hated them, doesn't matter, but I mean it's all part of senior year, those events, and it seems too bad that you are missing all of those.
Yeah.
And what about graduation? Have you thought about how you're going to celebrate that?
Um, I know my mom said she wants to hold a graduation party, and she said that like no matter how far she has to hold off on that, like having family and stuff, she'll try holding off as long as she can, like till like July or August or something. And if only like a small amount of people can come, then a small amount of people can come.
Right, right. So you'll do something. And
Hmm.
then when the actual graduation, I don't even know when graduation was supposed to be. It was well, I mean, I know it's in June, but sometime it's often on Father's Day but anyhow, on the actual day when it was supposed to be graduation, do you think you'll do anything like to say, yippee, I made it?
Um, Probably. I know that the school sent out an email saying that instead of having a graduation and having it on the like campus and whatnot, what they're gonna do is limit one person per family, like a car, and drive up, do like a little bit of a parade. Like so, you'll drive up, get out, take pictures, and then get back in your car and then kind of just leave.
Oh, okay. Well, at
Uh,
least, all right. So we'll hope that that's going to be a really nice day, like good weather. Um,
yeah,
because that would be terrible if like on that one day, then yeah. Okay. So we'll have to hope for really good weather. All right. So that at least something. So you'd be able to see each other, at least some of your friends, like across the common or in cars and beeping and waving, all of that kind of thing. But very different than traditional graduation. Yeah. And then what about next in the fall? Do you have plans for the fall?
so I got accepted to UConn Area Point, so that's where I'll go for a couple years and then maybe transfer to stores.
Good for you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And you had told me earlier that you're interested in sciences. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So who knows where that will lead you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Well, I know a lot of people. What do you think? What's your opinion? Like, do you think it would be a good idea, like, to try to make up for some of these events? Like, if you try, I don't know, if they had like I don't know, a prom or some kind of celebration later, like even like a year from now, do you think that's a good idea, or is it like just too late?
It's hard to say. Like I know um I would love to like have them try to push it back as long as they like can, like if that means in August or something, or maybe like a little later. But I don't know with like other kids, like with where they're going to college and how like the future, like with this Corona and like quarantining and whatnot is going to look like in the future. I know that project graduation parents were talking about maybe not having a prom or something, but like having like a get together like in the freshman year of college and whatnot, like roughly around like break or something, have all the kids get together and have like a little bit of a party or something, and like so everyone can see each other and whatnot, since we didn't have a graduation or a prom.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's a big part of this time of year is just spending as much time as possible with your friends, and the people that you go to school with. So, yeah, and of course, the parents who worked on project graduation, they've been working on that for a lot of years. So they're probably disappointed too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I hope something will come together. So, so I just want to congratulate you on getting ready for your graduation. And do you have a sign or anything? Do you have a sign with your name on it? Like from
No.
no. Okay. None of that. Okay. All right. So, but we'll congratulate you for graduating, and I hope you get to wear your pretty dress sometime, someplace. Or I hope too that maybe do you think you'll ever get put your dress on and like take pictures just so like because
Yeah, probably. I
yeah
don't know what yet or whatnot, so
yeah.
but I probably will at some point.
Well, of course now and none of the hair salons are done, so you can't go and get your hair done now anyway. So
Yeah.
we'll wait till all that's possible. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. And just know that like your whole church family is saying congratulations. We're rooting you on, and we're really proud of you for all you've done.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Alexis, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.